Good evening, dear coaches. First of all, thank you for being patient. Second of all, I can see it's still like in school, nobody wants to sit in the first rows, but okay. Third of all, I can't see very well now with the lights off, but do we have representatives of NK Celje also here? Čestitke! So, congratulations to Slovenian champions Celje, who just advanced to the quarterfinals of the Conference League. But we are, of course, here for the Umag Trophy 2025. Welcome to this technical meeting once again. Let me first say hi to all the team organizing and making it a great tournament year after year for the 10th year in row now. Especially to Timotej Kran, CEO of B4 Agency, father of the tournament. And Emir Haskic, managing director of B4 Agency, man behind the tournament growth and development. And I also know that Emir Haskic would like to address you also. Please welcome to the stage.
Thank you, Sanja. Dear guests, dear coaches, dear club representatives, good evening and welcome to the 10th edition of Umag Trophy, this weekend for under 11 category. I hope you traveled safe, you settled in the hotels and that you enjoyed the opening ceremony. Our agency B4 is planning this tournament indeed for 365 days. This is a project we live for, and we dedicate a lot of our time. We can plan a lot of things, we can predict a lot of things during the year when we think how to make the tournament, but some of the things we cannot. Probably you know what I'm talking about. The weather is a thing that we don't have an influence, and because of that we will have some changes for this tournament. Because of this, zaradi tega, zbog toga molim vašu pažnju. I would like to have your attention when I pass the words to my colleagues, especially Alex Stolfa, the head of competition, who will explain all the changes that will happen because of the weather forecast. We did everything to guarantee that the tournament will go on, that we can hold all the matches, so please listen carefully what we will say at this technical meeting. At the end, I would like to point out again the fair play issue, which we are talking a lot in the last days and weeks. You know that the motto of this tournament is to be positive, to encourage the players, to be the role models of them, so not only on the pitches and on the tournament, but also in the hotels, on the buses, everywhere. I would like to also point out that we have here over 1,500 players, coaches, over 3,000 of spectators, and you will play altogether 536 matches. This is really a lot. We are very proud and happy that we will be able to, we are hoping to have all the matches during the next 3 days. I wish everyone good luck on the matches, also to enjoy, no injuries, and please, like I said, take a moment and listen to my colleagues who will tell more about the details which will follow in the next 3 days. Thank you one more time. Godspeed.
It is indeed our big regret that the weather does not cooperate with Umag Trophy 2025 this weekend, but we are certain that everything will be great, especially after hearing all the useful information from our speakers. Let me just present them. I'm sure you know each and every one of them, but still, Alex Stolfa, head of competition. Lara Torkar, head of booking. Natasha Haskic, Head of Tournament Operations. And finally, Florian Ropert, Head of Communication and Marketing. I'll just pass this mic to you, and the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Sanja. So I can see now how the actors are feeling because I don't see you. I don't see your faces. So I would like to start with welcome on behalf of the organizing team, but I will be touching only the sporting part of the competition. As you heard, we have faced different challenges in the last week, and I can tell you that considering the size of this tournament, it was a pain. It was really pain planning how to do this tournament because knowing that we have here 128 teams from 9 different countries with more than 500, exactly 536 matches. How to manage this tournament, it was a really painful decision. So on one side, we had on the table canceling the tournament, which was never really an option. And on the other side, we were forced to find a solution that would be good for all of us. Now, of course, when you do the changes in the last moment, there are always some mistakes possible that we know that not everybody will be completely happy with the solutions. However, in general, the tournament is not changing. The size is not changing. The timings of the matches are not changing. The number of the matches are not changing. The only thing is that instead of having 2 pitches on one normal football pitch, we will have 4 of them. Exactly, it means that dimensions of the pitches will be reduced from 64 per 40 to 50 per 30 meters. Still with 6 players plus goalkeeper. I know that this can represent for some teams some challenges, but to be said that after the group phase, when we create the round of 32, we will turn back this to the bigger sizes. This is the only solution we found in these days, and unfortunately you have to accept it because the changes cannot be done. The other pitch with artificial turf, and now of course why have we decided to use only 2 pitches? Because allow us to have 8 pitches plus 1, which is of the right size in Catoro, but they are all 3 are with the artificial turf. Now if you are following the weather forecast, it was almost a disaster. It changed lately, but not really much, but it allows us to avoid destroying the pitches with the natural turf. And also from our side, having in mind that we have still 3 tournaments to do. On the other side, when you are destroying the pitches, you know that there are big possibilities of really hard injuries, which we all want to avoid. I hope you agree with me. As for the match schedule, time schedule, I would kindly ask all of you to do the severe check of your matches because there are possibility of some mistakes. And in case you find anything, you immediately approach us. The person responsible for schedule is Damian, and he will be available after this meeting for any explanation. So this was my introduction, it was not the welcome, I will do the welcome now. This was explanation of the situation that you can expect in the next 3 days. Since we have nine teams from 9 different states, I don't speak all the languages, however, I can say it in few of them. Starting with the Slovenian, as I am Slovenian. Torej, vsem ekipam verjetno se večinoma že poznamo. Vsem ekipam želim eno veliko dobrodošlico in upajoč na vaše razumevanje, glede na situacijo, ki nas čaka. In da se boste, torej vodilo nas je načelo, da ne moremo otrokom kar tako prikrajšati tale turnir, ki si ga tako želijo, pa ne samo oni, tudi mi. In vam želim, da boste se dobro imeli na tem turnirju. Isto vrijedi i za naše goste, a istovremeno i domaćine iz Hrvatske. Klubovi iz Hrvatske svake godine ih ima više. Ja se nadam da ćete se dobro provesti i normalno da vam želim puno uspjeha. Ista stvar vredi za naše goste iz Srbije. I iz Srbije nam dolaze svake godine sve više. Ja se nadam da je glas se dobro raširio. Pa vam želim puno sportskog uspjeha. Per i nostri ospiti dall'Italia vedo che ogni anno cresce il numero degli partecipanti, vuol dire che la voce passa attorno. Mi dispiace che il tempo non sarà proprio ottimo, però vi auguro un buon tournament e spero che tutto finisca bene. For German speaking, mein Deutsch is zu schlecht, so I cannot afford myself to make fun out of me, and the same for German and Hungarian language. I will now go to the things that I am asked to explain here as a competition manager. So, of course, among all the others, I am the only bad guy for you, because I have to take care that the regulations are respected fully. So I will focus on just a few things, because I expect that that you have read the regulations. The regulations are on the website. They are in Slovenian, Croatian, and English. Hopefully next year also German and Italian. They are very short and very precise. Maybe for Italian teams, forse per le squadre italiane qualche cosa non è uguale come per il calcio di questa età in Italia, comunque spero che siete aggiornati. Eligibility of the players, it's completely your responsibility. We can check, we will not do it regularly, but we can check, but the eligibility of the players is completely your responsibility. Now, one thing that I want you to pay attention, and it might sound severe, but